Hi, we're down here today at Hello Work at the Old Granada Studios to interview Laura Gordon and find out a bit about her past career and also her new ventures that she's starting.
Hello.
Can you tell us a bit about your career to date and what you've done so far? Because you started off as a scientist, right?
Yeah, started off as a scientist for about 7 years, did all kinds of weird things. I decided that wasn't for me, moved into working in startups in London, a company called Duncan, loved that. And then I moved on to working at the Apprentice Academy with Jim Clark. Loved that again, got to work with lots of young people and apprentices. And then my most recent job was at Firmissimo, where I was a customer champion. And I got to help develop the customer base of the company, and it was fantastic. And yeah, up until recently, that's what I was doing.
Awesome. So you told us about your job at Firmissimo, but you've recently left that job. Do you want to tell us sort of why you did that and what was the thinking behind it?
It was one of the hardest decisions that I've made, because it was a really wonderful company. I really enjoyed working there. And it's a great team. For me though, it really highlighted while I was working there that I wanted to do something that had an impact on the world that was more in line with my values. So yeah, I was really kind of thinking, how can I do what I want to do in this world? I was looking around, I was trying to find out companies, and that's when I kind of decided, maybe if I want to do what I want to do in the world and impact it in the way that I believe in, I've got to be the one to do it.
And they supported you in that, I guess?
Massively so, they've been wonderful.
Okay, so you've recently started a new venture. Do you want to tell us a bit about it? I know you said it's changed a lot today.
Yeah, so we're just on day 6 at the moment of Laura Living the Dream. So what I really want to do is create a program that takes young people through understanding who they are and what influences around them, you know, in terms of psychology, sociology, evolution, and getting them really back to finding out who they are and what they want out of life, what their passions are, and then guiding them on how to make the most of that.
So you decided to go to university and spent quite a number of years there before you know, doing what you do today. How important do you think education is in becoming successful?
I don't know, at school I was kind of told that was the only way to go, whereas now I've met so many people doing so many different things and realised there's a million different ways of getting towards your goal, and really it's about the people you know, the way you work, and taking the most from every day's experience. So it's more about your experience and what you take from the world. So I think university education can be useful for the right people, for the right jobs, it's completely dependent on that person.
So, do you want to tell us, what does success mean to you?
I've thought about this a few times, and I think this is part of why I left my job as well, is success for me is a really balanced view in life. It's waking up, having a lovely home life that I'm excited about, being excited to go to work, and get there, work with a great team of people doing something I really believe in, and everyone there knowing that they're doing what they believe in. So we're all excited together to work on projects and we can help each other through those lows and those highs. Because I think there's nothing more you can do in this life than do what makes you happy and what you know, makes you tick. So yeah.
So then finally, what piece of advice would you give to a young person just starting out in their career?
I think spend some time getting to know who you are. And what you want, because life is hard anyway. You will find other people who want to do what you want to do if you talk and you communicate it. So I think it's all about start with yourself, work out what that is, and then communicate that to the world. Right, so thank you very much for coming down today, Laura, and letting us interview you. And yeah, hope we see you again sometime. Definitely. Thanks, it's been a pleasure. Thank you.